and go back to the Helios cluster. Playing yesterday, I was running around on EOS. I've got it to 100% viability, and PB introduced the VR drone that she's going to give me, so I will have my own little robot now. Yeah, so I've got a Remnant drone, and I haven't used it. It was just given to me on the Nexus. I was about to call it the Citadel then. Yeah, PB had an apartment, and someone came in, and she basically said, "Yeah, this is my drone, and it's a gift for you, and I'm gonna no longer be in the apartment anymore." And that was pretty much all I got up to last time. So I've got the main quest line is now trying to send me off to go and talk to the exiles, who I've not met yet. But I've also got, just quickly looking at it, yeah, priority ops, go to Kadara Port, and that's where the exiles are based. But I've also got many missions. I'm going to have Haval, appears to be a good bunch of them. And Suvi wants me to go back to Aya again, the homeworld of the Angara, to pick up a plant for movie night. I'm getting a bit worried. Every time I talk to my crew now, they all think I'm about to romance them. Observe. Let me talk.
Pathfinder.
Yeah, look at my character. It's like, huh? What do you want? I'm bored now.
I should get back to things.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So, I wonder if is PB's drone in here. There it is. Look, whee! So, I don't know how I'm going to use it, but there it is. It's green, so you can tell it's ours. And yeah. With the firefighters, I don't know what I can do with that. It says I've still got a quest there. That is additional tasks. It's so counterintuitive trying to find. There it is. Oh, it's on hold. Wait for an email. So I'm waiting for an email to be told I can go and meet with the leader of the people that were trying to. I don't know what they were causing. They were causing problems on the Nexus. But yeah, I don't have one yet. So enough faffing around. Let's go and fly somewhere. It's probably a good idea for me to actually go to Haval next. I've also now got the ability to find probes. I probably should have gone looking for them as well. So Haval is down here, and yeah, Kadara up here is the main quest. See, I've scanned all the planets in everything up here, and I got down as far as there, and haven't been further south. So let's start at the bottom, scan all that, and then quickly work our way back up and go to Haval.
A lonely system,
It's almost lost in the Scourge.
What else could be lost out there?
What else indeed could be lost?
Anomaly detected.
Away.
Deploying probe. Detecting what's left of a ship.
CD doesn't sound quite as reassuring as Trisha Halfer did. Now that is the wreckage of a ship, isn't it? Blimey. A remnant vessel. Well, we'll get some goodies out of it anyway. Nothing on that planet. Yep, nothing there. I'm sure there's very fascinating information on all these planets, but I'm just scanning them and moving on. And for anyone that plays the how many cups of tea will Justin drink today game, here's my first one. Planet.
Anomaly on sensors.
That's what I'd like to hear.
Probes launched.
A big whirlwind.
I found something.
Right. That's that galaxy mapped. Well, maybe not galaxy, system.
Anomaly on sensors. Anomaly found.
Comet. Now Haval is Jarl's homeworld. I'm sure I'll be expected to take him with me. But the Turians have been found on Haval, so that's why we should be going there. Oh, really? Hopefully, now that we're proper friends with the Angaran and we have an embassy set up on Haya, they should let us down at Haval.
I'm picking up something. Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Graphite. Make some pencils. Because I'm sure I'm supposed to be taking a certain person with me. The obvious ones is Vectra and Jarl.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Getting a scan.
Big fungus planet. Fair enough. To civilization we go. Helping Haval scientists, Tyrian Ark not dead yet, recovering the past, and Jarl, friend or foe. Now I need to be very careful because I think Jarl will try and engage in the next level of relationship here, and I don't really want that to happen. Right, I upgraded and brought along a lovely sniper rifle this time. Figured my pistol wasn't doing it for me anymore. Let's see. So that is damage, weapon accuracy, power restoration. That's a load of rubbish. And that's tech, so yeah, we're not going to be using any of them. Taking shields is better than weapon damage. Yep, that'll do.
Sending the nav point for Darpalev. That's where the Mosha's team should be. It used to be an Angaran town. There'll be landing pads and good sightlines for a safe approach.
Anomaly on the sensors. Something big, possibly hostile, taking evasive action.
Wait, I don't think his...
Yeah, that's native species.
Well, that's something you don't see back...
bringing us in.
For outpost. Okay, so you want me to come here? Right, let's quickly check. That just says make contact. Okay, the crash site on Haval. Okay. No. No. Craft the shield generator or research station. I haven't got it yet. Search for ingredients for the bartender. Scan wildlife. More columns, but I must have nearly finished that. And running out of places to find them. Right, who did we bring down? We appear to have PB and Cora, I think. Looking at that. I don't really want to depart the planet, I just... No? Some things to kill. Station this way.
Ryder, I will meet you at Darpalev.
Full of life. Maybe there are golden worlds out here after all. There's a vault here and it's working. I wonder why it didn't show up on the map in EOS.
Team Biotic, I have no problem with you guys, I figured you all knew what you were doing. There is a remnant temple here. might say, what did these guys ever do to me, but they existed, maybe? I saw somebody up there. Well, apparently there's one right next to it.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Hello, random guy. Yep, you clearly are letting me just walk around. Right, team. Let's drop you and take him, and let's drop you and take her. There we go. This way. In we go.
None of these readings show any change. How could there not be a change?
Hello, love. Come talk to me.
Jar, we heard about the Moshai's rescue. I'm so relieved. We were all worried for her. This must be the Pathfinder Rider. I am honored.
Where's the rest of the team? Ryder has experience with Remnant. We might be able to help their investigations.
You haven't heard? While the team was exploring the monolith, something went terribly wrong. They were caught in some kind of Remnant stasis field, frozen in place, unresponsive.
Are they still alive?
Vitals remain steady and neural patterns resemble those exhibited in deep sleep. We subjected them to various stimuli, injections of Kachari, nothing worked.
Ryder can help. I'm sure of it.
The monolith is not far from here. See what you can do, but be careful. We don't know what triggered the stasis, and it may happen again.
I heard the advisory that you'd be out here. It didn't prepare me to meet you.
The name's Ryder. I'm with the Andromeda Initiative.
They say you want to help us. I wonder what you're prepared to do.
I'm ready to prove my people are good allies.
A strong statement that doesn't answer my question. My name is Rochelle Veer. I'm an archaeoastronomer. I study our ancient cultural records for stellar phenomena. I piece together lost knowledge of ages past. My goal is to find undiscovered colonies we lost contact with, potential allies against the Ket.
You think there might be Angara worlds you don't know about?
That's what I was trying to learn. Then this happened. I was away when the disaster struck. I thought my home was destroyed, and all my research with it, but I just learned part of the building survived. I'm trying to recover my research data, but the wildlife won't let me near my old home.
Okay, so we got some
These house
rogue
guests,
trees.
I assume they're of the hungry variety?
The structure has become a breeding ground for insects and predators. Too many to face alone.
But I can face them alone.
Your work is too important to lose. Let's get it back.
I'll provide my home's location. Just recover my research materials from the computer. I'll remain in contact with you by comm. Thank you for this.
We now know of a crash site.
Available. Emergency support for cat attacks. All of them. What?
Is everything all right? You seem distressed.
Would you like a reward for that astute observation?
Yes, please.
You're that alien visitor that came to Aya asking about our vault.
You've heard of me.
Who hasn't? When strange new species turn up, reports spread fast. After the Ket, can't be too careful. Luge Anson, historian with the Repository of History, Aya. Listen, if there's nothing you need, could you go away? I'm busy trying to get transport off this cursed planet.
Why did you come here from
We can
Aya?
help you with that.
Kieran's team found some remnant relics while digging around the old ruins. I was sent to collect them for the day. But things never go according to schedule, do they?
You mentioned remnant ruins. Are there lots of remnant here?
Yes. If you've been out in the jungle, you might have seen some of it. We think the ruins were part of a vast remnant complex. We've seen evidence of hallways that wound through the area, both above and below the ground. Generations ago, our people took shelter in what we found here. That's how Palef was established.
Were there no hostile remnant machines?
None, according to the histories. We found artifacts, of course. Bits of things that we could study. But they say it was like moving into an empty home.
You don't seem to like Havarl very much.
Haval's other regions suit me just fine. But here... oh no. I don't do well in this fierce wilderness. You think these shelters keep you safe? They don't. Woke up this morning and found a thorny vine wormed its way into my bunk. I'm stranded here because a branch pierced my shuttle's power core.
I won't bother you further.
Very well. Watch out for plants while you're out there. Vicious things.
Yeah, we'll just rob you while we're here, mate. Thank you. I think there's a monolith right here. Ah, there. Particularly long one.
our best lead to finding Aksul.
Think she'll talk to us?
It'll take some convincing, but I think so.
Past one, yeah, I have.
Cat!
Protect Soldier!
That wasn't good. Kind of got myself attacked on both sides there. Should have taken out those observers before I moved on.
Locked. I'll override it. Rokar. They died fighting.
Aksul must have sent them to watch over Thuldir.
I really wanted me to scan some of them, but couldn't seem to do it.
Don't touch me.
I just want to help.
Your wounds, they're self-inflicted?
The cat. I can't go back. I won't. Oh.
Hush now, sister. The Ket are dead. They can't take you. We won't let them.
You sound like him. So confident. So sure.
You mean Aksul?
He saved me. Gave me a chance to live. And die on my own terms.
We need to find him, Thuldir.
Okay, that's not helpful.
Ishare, brave one.
Even in the end, she was devoted to him.
And Aksul's using that devotion to spread hate. The only other person who could reach him is the Moshai. I was hoping to keep her out of this. She's always had a blind spot when it comes to Aksul. Come on, let's go.
4% viability. definitely not going to let us go that way. I guess we can't. Use the rifle while I've got this here. How's that forward base? Not fun.
Watch out for Roka and Garen fanatics that hate aliens. That means you.
Charming.
Right, I'll run back to that one and teleport here.
Pathfinder, this is Rochelle V. You're approaching the remains of my home.
I've detected multiple life forms in the area. Their movements appear agitated.
I think we stirred up a nest.
Pathfinder, the computer's data core is damaged beyond repair.
Obviously.
Rochelle, it's Ryder. We're inside your old home, but your research data didn't survive.
All your effort and risk for nothing. I'm sorry.
I can't imagine what you're feeling right now.
Shouldn't have let myself hope.
You didn't have backups?
Of course, but they went down with the city's network memory center. That site is now buried underground. Even if you could find an access point on the surface, the odds of recovering anything are remote.
All I heard is, there's a chance. Let's go for it.
That didn't fully translate, but I know optimism when I hear it. I can point you in the general direction of where the network memory center used to be. You'll have to hunt for an exposed network node. I'll stand by. Thank you, Pathfinder.
From there, back to there. Well, thanks for standing in the way there, Giles, because I don't think I would have well enough against that. Why am I headed south?
Don't know what caused that fire, but let's be careful.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder. Network connection is established.
I'm logging in. Searching. I found them. Research files downloading. And done. You did it.
Oh, that was easy enough. I'll take credit for that one.
And you were ready to give up.
I'll never let bad odds deter me again. If we recovered this data, we may be able to access everything lost in the disaster. I'll alert my colleagues. You've accomplished something amazing, Pathfinder.
I hear every day. Okay. Next. So the Remnant Abyss. I don't want to go down there. Flying things, that's it.
Weird glowy mushrooms. My day's complete. Let's be careful around the native flora. Okay, everyone?
If you get any fungal slime on your skin, I suggest you wash it off immediately.
Found them. The researchers caught in the stasis field. Exactly where Kieran said they would be.
You should be able to locate these glyphs, Pathfinder.
No, I should.
You should now be able to interface, Pathfinder.
Okay. Oh shit, right.
The interface failed, Pathfinder. It appears that was incorrect.
Thanks for that. Right. Could be. Could be. That's got to be there. Meaning that that's got to be there. So what have we got? Yeah, no. That one? No. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. Yes.
Reading of the monitors and... Scatting stars. What? Who are you? How did...
Thanks isn't necessary. Just doing my job.
More aliens? Out of nowhere? And Jal?
Do none of you remember getting frozen?
Frozen? I don't understand. We were just working on the monolith and then you appeared.
You should return to Palev. Kieran will want to speak to you.
Maybe you're right. Oh, I feel a head splitter coming on.
We should make sure they return to the station. Who knows what lingering effects they might suffer from.
Okay. Be unless the underground is really long way. No, I'm already at the bottom level. Oh, having this ability to just teleport around the map is quite helpful.
You don't feel any different?
What do you mean, grey spiky aliens? Ket?
No. These were different. We were doing a survey of the area and saw them before the freeze. They look like that one, with Ryder.
Turians? Why don't you and Torvar talk about that later? Right now, I want to thank you for saving my team.
You weren't lying. Kiran told us everything. She even had pictures.
I apologize for the indifferent welcome you received from me earlier.
Don't worry about it. You had no reason to trust me. The last aliens you met were Ket.
Ryder, what you have done here, your remnant understanding and your Sam should convince Ephra you're an asset. We should speak to him as soon as we can. Perhaps on the Tempest?
Kieran, I've been thinking, if Ryder can use remnant, couldn't we fix the monoliths?
Yeah.
Stop Haval's decline.
Havarl's decline?
This will take time to explain. We can discuss it further when you have time.
I have time now.
You were saying something about the planet being in decline?
It doesn't look like it, but Havarl is sick. It started here, uncontrolled mutations in organic life, killing some, turning others into poison. We're starting to see the same elsewhere. The planet's ecosystem is crumbling, slowly but surely.
It's the monoliths. There are only 2 of them when there should be 3.
There's so much life here. Your vault must be working.
In some fashion, most likely. But the monoliths are responsible for propagating the vault's instructions across the planet. With only 2 out of 3 monoliths working, the instructions are imbalanced. So life is imbalanced. We've never tried asking the sages. There could be something in their oral history.
Stars. Those superstitious hermits don't care about modern Angara. You know that.
You saw the projections for the planet's survival. What do we have to lose?
Sages? Oral histories?
On Mithratha. That old remnant edifice over there. They trace their families back to a time just after the Scourge. They believe isolation will maintain the purity of the histories by preventing contamination by modern thought. Basic sense. They probably don't even understand or care that Havarl's dying.
If asking your sages doesn't work, we'll be back here. So, what's the harm in it?
The trek up Mithratha's teeming with Remnant. Most of us don't attempt it, but maybe you could do it. Follow the Remnant River, and keep your head. I'd hate to hear something terrible happened in pursuit of some ancient legend.
Okay. Let's fly forward. So, that's the wreckage. That's the entrance it's after.
I don't get it. Planet looks fine.
You can bleed under the skin, but not see it. The wound's still there.
skills maxed out? No, I haven't even got my own. That's worrying. Weapon damage, melee damage, melee force. Well, I am punching things a lot. How much has he got left? 6. And Vectra must have a lot, yep. That's already maxed.
An undocumented mineral has been detected, Pathfinder.
That's good. Where? Okay, it should be this way. There it is. Whoa, that was really not the place to fall in. Well, while we're here, gotta remember not to keep falling in that water. That's going to be slightly frustrating. do the sides and come back. Anything around the back here? Okay. In that room, we'll just clean them out. Is there anything here? No. Okay, so it is just a don't go through the wall, go through the sides.
Shields are up. I'll take their fire.
Why do you have to take a fight with that? To go through an entire gun's worth. guys got yourself locked in there again? Don't trust that. No, let's go around the other side. Oh, but could have done that all along. Was there anything inside I didn't come down? That may or may not have done something. It certainly didn't in here. Okay. Certainly doesn't. this place.
Make sure not to eat anything here, or let any sap stick on your skin.
Wasn't planning on it.
Enemy down! Enemy's prime!
Roaring.
Here they come!
bloaty remnant bots try to push us off the edge, I'll be mad.
Stay alert. We don't know what's down there.
We've scanned this area. These structures go deep below the ground.
Got 'em all.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Hostiles!
Heads up! Rokar and... Turians?
Those are Natalis uniforms, Pathfinder.
Turian Ark?
What's a grenade? Reloading! Get ready to fight! Deal with this.
Party just got bigger.
Okay.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
Yes. Though my memory array remains locked, additional triggers are required.
Enemies! Everything I got. Nice shot. Enemy down.
Come on.
Think that's it.
Good aim.
Hello.
Shot to the gut. Painful. I appreciate the help back there. Name's Avidus Rix. Sorry if my methods seem extreme. Civilian life is trying.
Sarah Ryder, human pathfinder. You former military?
A Spectre. Special tactics and reconnaissance. Did the Council's dirty work for 15 years.
Oh, we've got a Spectre.
So you're used to being above the law.
Well, good thing there are no laws in Andromeda, huh? The initiative was my retirement plan. Then Natanus hit the Scourge and bam, woke up here.
What happened? Where's the Ark?
No idea. Had to break out of my own damn stasis pod.
A fall like that should have killed you.
Those pods are sturdier than they look. But most of the Turian population is still missing, including Mason, our Pathfinder. Sam hasn't transferred to me, so he's alive. Just don't know where.
He hasn't made it back to the Nexus.
Knowing Mason, he's out there looking for me. Mason dedicated his life to Andromeda. He's too stubborn to die now.
We need every Pathfinder we can get.
Debris and stasis pods from Natanus are scattered across the sector. Between the two of us, we should find something.
Sounds like fun.
You go left, I go right?
Something like that. Here's my frequency. Call when you find something.
Okay. Hello, Chum.
I can't believe this is really happening. Thought we'd be stuck here forever, or until the aliens killed us. We built this camp from what remained of our stasis pod. If we leave, we can't abandon our wreckage. There's debris we couldn't get to out there. We have to take it with us.
Already done.
Anything from the crash belongs to the Initiative. It'll go back to the Nexus with you.
Good. No telling what's still intact. Don't want hostile aliens using it against us. If you find anything from Ark Natanus, tag it for recovery. Oh, and thank you.
You been in there? Yes. That's the first one I went in. Okay. Mop up all the Turian stuff.
Arc Natalis debris tagged for salvage. 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 Arc Natalis debris tagged for salvage.
Shouldn't be a big load. So. Yeah, well now I'm keeping our sharps, so see if I can get rid of some of this gear. Antibiotic. What have we got? Weapon damage. Which I don't use. It's fine.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
Let's get rid of the waypoint and just port straight there. Because we're now going to have lots of things to kill.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
North, there is new things to kill. No, I don't want to stand in that goo. Gotta be some over. However, the way this game is playing, we'll get to that after we terraform the world.
must be the crash site Avela mentioned.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage. indicate all Turian wreckage on Haval has been found.
Good. Tell our salvage teams to get...
Right, big poisonous water, not to be used.
Let's give this a try.
No one's afraid of heights, are they?
Seems to be a lot of electricity. There we go. Question is, how high? A bit suspicious that there's also that one there. But never mind. A door.
I've never been up here before. I have heard of the sages of Mithrava, but never gave them much thought.
Why not?
Isn't a story worthless if it isn't shared? If the accounts of our past are kept hidden, they may as well not exist at all.
Oh, let's not jump down there.
What do we have here?
Nice little cache there. Sadly, I can't be going this way, so let's actually go back that way. Well, there was a short delay for a sneeze there.
Above!
Yes, I have some health. Thank you very much.
Look at that.
We go.
You bypassed that security. How is that possible? An alien?
I am Ryder, Pathfinder with the Andromeda Initiative, from the Milky Way galaxy.
That does not explain how or why you are able to operate the remnant doors. It doesn't matter. You must leave. We do not entertain guests here.
Havarl's in decline. If you tell me about the lost monolith, I can help fix it. Reset the vault.
With Ryder's help, Havarl could be healed. Our birthplace restored. Isn't that worth something? It's lost. The memories of its location haven't been reclaimed. On Mithrava, we have accepted Havarl's eventual ruin.
You're just giving up on your planet? Isn't this your birthplace? Don't you want to save it?
A chasm separates want from can. What you ask, no one can give. The memory of the monolith resides within a thread that slipped from our grasp.
I'm not sure I follow.
We believe in reincarnation, an unbroken thread. There was one, long ago, who had knowledge of the third monolith. Zorai, a champion of the Angara from before the Scourge. Zorai's soul has returned and could be made to remember what it knew. But we have no contact with it.
So you're saying there's some way we can make people remember their past lives?
Souls retain within families. An object, heirloom, tied closely to that bloodline could cause memories to resurface.
But it's not guaranteed.
It has been known to happen on rare occasions in the past, with other souls. The only known heirloom of Zorai's family rests in an area with active remnant. No one has survived the journey. But perhaps you. Zorai's soul was reborn in Tavos, who is now a Roka. He recently returned to Haval on a mission. A Roka? That'll be difficult.
That's why you're here, Jal.
They won't like that I'm helping you.
This may be a dead end, but we have to try.
I will send you the relevant coordinates. We considered Haval a lost cause. But perhaps now, there is hope.
Well, I'll talk to you anyway.
You mentioned an heirloom? An object you think will bring Zorai's memories back?
Souls return within families. Sometimes the memories of the past can be recalled by an object meaningful to that family. We do not understand why or how this happens, and it has only happened on rare occasions. In all cases, the heirloom was ancient. Old Ankara tech from before the Scourge.
Tell me more about Zorai.
The histories describe him as both scholar and soldier. He traveled the stars and gained knowledge from far-off places. There are even accounts of him having knowledge of the remnant builders and their machines.
And the third monolith?
Our legends say that Zorai sought out the monoliths after the Scourge came. He died, and it is unclear if he accomplished what he set out to do.
Why do you remain secluded here?
The chaos brought on by the Scourge splintered our people and all but destroyed our civilization. Fear took hold. False beliefs about our predicament were seeded and began to influence Ankaran thought, in order to maintain the integrity of what they knew to be true. 4 families left their community to come here. We've remained ever since.
Tell me more about your belief in reincarnation.
The soul grows through many lifetimes. By seeing through different eyes, it gains wisdom.
How do you grow if you don't remember?
The growth of the soul is not like the growth of the mind. Memories are not required for the soul to develop. Some even argue that old memories are an unwelcome distraction. A person may become fixated on what was, and their soul consequently stagnates.
I'll go. Thank you for speaking to me.
Of course.
Let's get that memory fragment model here.
Sam, another memory prompt?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
How do you know she's still alive?
As death nears, it's harder to face the possibility that I might never see Amara again.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's happened?
Ahmad is ill. He hasn't got much time left. Ahmad, perhaps this stranger can help. If they've been to Palev, maybe they've seen something.
I've seen lots of things.
Well, I've seen lots of things. You'll need to be more specific.
My sister, Amara, she grew disillusioned with life here and left for Palav. She must live there now.
The love was overtaken by the jungle, remember? A few cycles ago. Everyone left.
Oh, yes. I remember now. But that means Amada's gone.
There might still be a way to track her down.
All Dara keep records, don't they? If there was an organized evacuation, they would have documented the process.
And the records would state where she went. Pala, that's genius.
Where would they keep those records?
Likely some kind of administrative building. If it still stands, and the machines still work, it's a slim hope. I don't want to impose, stranger, but I would welcome any news of my sister.
And we're randomly going to drop a forward outpost on the top of this.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Ah, good. I wanted to talk with you. How are you able to use the Remnant?
With an artificial intelligence that helps with analysis and translation.
So that's the trick. I wouldn't have guessed. Angara, who live close to Remnant technology, sometimes learn how to use specific tech. It requires intense concentration, and even if we can make it work, we've never understood how it works.
Yep.
So some of you can use Remnant tech, but you don't know how it works?
Not all Remnant tech, no. Like I said, specific pieces. Take Mithrava, for example. Some of us can operate the security that protects the sanctuary. The knowledge was passed down through generations. In my case, it took a year to learn how to open a simple door. The difference between knowing you can eat a tree's fruit and understanding why that tree bears fruit.
I should be going.
Suit yourself.
Esmus lets you wander around with no supervision? You're interrupting our lesson.
Could use more interruptions.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get in your way.
And yet you're still here. As I was saying, the propulsion system that took Rochelle to the skies was inspired by 4 Remnant pieces. And that's just one. Much of our progress was prompted by the discovery of Remnant artifacts.
Where are these artifacts you're talking about?
The few that still exist reside in Aya's repository. However, many have been lost. Though there are rumors that as wilds grow wilder, things long buried may be unearthed.
We find something out there might give us an edge against the kit.
You believe the Angara learned crucial scientific ideas from the Remnant?
It is not just belief, it is a matter of record. Some artifacts were even left in unfinished states, likely to demonstrate how they were put together.
I think I'll leave you to your lesson.
About time.
Charming.
The data modules contain our histories. They're not for you.
everything we killed, or we're still dead.
Pathfinder, we are approaching the location provided by Esmus.
Stay sharp, everybody. There's supposed to be a remnant crawling all over this place.
Yep, there was, and then we killed them all.
Joel, what's your take on all this reincarnation stuff?
You're asking if I believe,
Yes, sure.
not the way Esmos does.
Okay.
Got it. Looks like it might have been some kind of glove. Or gauntlet. Smashed, though. Inside studded with contacts. Could have been used for some kind of input.
Now to Tarvos. I'm curious to see what happens.
Definitely some advantages to cleaning out everything that's hostile. It makes your life a hell of a lot easier. I did kind of expect to open that door and have someone attack me. Oh, so apparently I didn't want to be here, but as well see if we can. Trigger that. I think there is. Let's take that one in case we need to be on the ground floor. Because otherwise we're going to be at the bottom of a pit and not be able to get back out. I know, I can always jump down.
Let's do this! Get some... Come on, let's get him. Well, that's helpful of them to open the bridge for us. Reinforcements!
Don't let them flank you!
Here they come.
We go.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
That should be the last one of them.
Above!
Hostile shuttle incoming.
We're not alone.
storm this place. Nothing's holding us back. Right, you can.
Giving it everything I got.
Someone help me! That's it. Good work.
Yeah, no.
Coming! Axul! Anyone! We're under attack!
You've killed men under my charge. And now you'll crown that achievement by killing me too.
Nope.
And you, I know your face. Why do you help these murderers? Ryder's an ally. She's already helped the scientists at Dar Palev. I know, and they should be ashamed. After all we've been through with the Ket. Tell me why you come here, so I know why I've died.
The sages on Mithrava think you could remember the location of the third monolith. Because you used to know where it is, in a past life.
The sages sent you. Those secretive fiend brains with their scutting... They don't even care that their people are being enslaved and killed by Ket. My friends died for this?
I'm very sorry. I'm just trying my best to find the third monolith and save Havarl. I have an artifact or heirloom or something. I'm going to set it down, and I need you to take hold of it.
What? And?
I knew it. This was all bunk.
Wait. There are things like this in the museum on Aya. Ancient Angaran tech. This fits over a hand. Contacts on the inside for my electric control of... What did you do to me?
The third monolith. Do you know where it is?
Yes. Yes. But I don't understand how.
I need you to take me there. Please. If you do this, we can save Havarl. Together.
You're an alien. I can't trust...
Then let me try to earn your trust. Please.
Deep beneath the surface, but not far. Meet me here. These coordinates will guide you the rest of the way. Just let me compose myself first.
If one of these buildings contains records of Palev's evacuation, we could figure out where Emer's sister went.
Let's give it a shot. That poor old man.
This thing's wrecked. Vines and computers don't mix.
Pathfinder, we might be able to reconnect power.
Old generator. Might still work. That should get that console up and running again. This is it. Amara Dosen. This must be her. They moved her across the planet.
Downloading information.
Let's get this to a Murd.
Not in here anymore.
Yes?
Why do you and the rest of the Rokar hate aliens so much?
With everything the Ket have done, how can we not? If the Rokar discover I helped you, they will see me as a traitor.
I'm sorry for everything the Ket have done.
I don't need your apologies or your sympathy. Don't know how or why, but I need to help you find the monolith. Driven to work with you, and yet detesting you. My head's a mess.
Right then.
Did you find anything about my sister?
I'm sorry she couldn't see it.
Carla was right. They documented everything.
Your sister was moved across Havarl. This data drive should have the specifics.
Thank you. With all this information, I could see Amara again. But the thought of leaving frightens me. This is my home. If I leave, I abandon my duties. What if I never get to come home again?
Everyone gets scared. It passes. Amara's your sister.
And home is often a person, and not a place. I will swallow my fear. Thank you for this. For helping an old man.
Okay. It's going to be down in the crater, isn't it?
It's here. I just have to. It helps if I still my mind. I've been here before. Familiar. 1, 2, 3.
Indentations. Palm here. It worked.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. It was so close. All this time. And no one knew.
The rest of the remnant in the area may have prevented scans from detecting it.
There were remnant machines here. Zorai was able to make them stop.
How did he learn to use remnant tech? It's not like there's a manual.
Zorai watched the Watchers. That's all I'm getting. I'm not sure what it means. The others slept, but I stayed awake. Unmoving, but seeing. Learning.
Sounds like the stasis field around the first monolith. Maybe Zorai was able to shake off the effects. Maybe that changed him.
Here. There's something here. I remember.
Organic matter, ancient, reads as Angara.
It's Zorai.
She died here. Before she could get to the third monolith. This was me. I would like to spend some time here. But not now. The third monolith. Can't be far. Come on.
Gotta be this way then.
This way?
Yes. This is all feeling familiar. At least I think it is.
That's something you don't see every day.
Get the memory core first.
Sam, another memory prompt?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
It's done. You finished what Zorai could not so long ago.
I'm sorry, Tavos.
No. There's nothing to be sorry about. She didn't complete what she set out to do, but she didn't fail. The two monoliths she reactivated kept Haval going. Without them, the planet would have died. Go on to the vault, Pathfinder. I think I'll stay here a moment. I have a lot to think about.
Find and activate the vault. Hopefully I can't teleport up from here.
Pathfinder.
Okay. Hopefully the actual vault itself won't take too long.
Nice work.
Easy enough.
This must be what it was like for those ancient Angara, finding strange things in the wilds.
It's possible we could discover something new from what you found. We should take it for further analysis.
Okay, Remnant Vault. Let's get this place up and running.
to locate the console to activate the purification field, Pathfinder. Several interface connections converge here. I will highlight the ones you need.
Looks like there's a trick to this interface. Let's figure it out.
You can hack the turret, Pathfinder.
So much better when they're on our side. Well, that gets us a step closer.
This console will activate the purification field. You may want to sweep the area.
Before this place tries to kill us, you mean? Okay, get ready to run. Here it comes! Go, go! You're not happy with us. Closing in on us! Move! Just keep coming.
instruments just recorded a surge. What happened?
Vault's back up. He did it.
That's a jest. It can't be. That's not a jest. The vault going through a reset would explain all the readings. I can't wait to hear all about this. Come back to Pilar. We've a lot to discuss.
Okay.
Pathfinder, the organic life on Havarl has begun to stabilize. It appears the vault is performing biological repairs.
Imagine what we'll see here in a few years.
Okay, so we've done that vault. Hopefully this is Havarl largely finished. There's clearly something still to do though, because we've only got 75%. I'm guessing we've got to work out where we're dropping the forward base. Oh, outpost. Yeah,
An alien, able to use remnant.
Pathfinder Ryder, you have done something remarkable here today.
Succeeded where Zorai failed.
Asmus? What are you doing down here?
Renewing old bonds. Talking to you was enlightening. I saw an alien working for us when we had given up. We have isolated ourselves for too long. Perhaps there is a balance we can find. We all need to find balance, I think.
Tavos. I wasn't expecting to see you, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
I've learned a lot in a short time. The Rokar wants simple solutions, but nothing is ever simple or certain, is it? I wish those that were killed could have realized this. But after everything I've seen, I have to hope that they aren't lost forever.
This curious memory transfer.
Reincarnation.
Whatever it might be, I aim to devote resources to studying it. Maybe one day we'll find the truth buried deep within our superstitions.
What do your projections say? Is Havarl going to be safe?
We've already seen improvements. They're small, but statistically significant. In time, the planet will heal. There is some space here at Dar Pelev, and we'll need extra hands to monitor Havarl's situation. Will you extend an invitation to your people? We'd welcome anyone who can help.
I'll pass it along.
Then I'll leave you. I have some numbers to analyze. Can you believe it? For the first time in years, they excite me. Need something?
Jal said he worked for the Moshai?
Not I, but many of the team that was sent to the monolith are her students. When we learned that Havarl's decline had something to do with the monoliths, we requested her help. She sent her best people here to help us with the remnant.
I should get going.
Stars be bright for you, Pathfinder Ryder.
Okay, so does that mean I can now can I put a forward base up here or an outpost? Well, I don't know where else they want to put one, so we've explored enough there.
Leaving Avarl. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
So, definitely got something to do.
Ryder, could we chat?
What do you want, mate?
I don't believe it! Gills reconfigured our entire nav array. O'Connell risked a dozen spacewalks putting that in place. Damn it!
Callow, don't.
Take the helm. I've had enough of this. You don't give a damn what my team and I went through to build this ship.
No, I don't. I care about us surviving out here, and if that means redesigning...
You don't have the right!
All right, let's talk this out. What's going on?
I'm doing my job, and he's undoing it because... Hell if I know.
Starship. 50-hour shifts. Epiphanies. Accidents. Humans can forget. Solarians can't. To me, it's all still happening. My team is here. Stripping down the Tempest like some broken radio risks everything they suffered to build. Their legacy.
I can see how you'd feel that way.
Seriously? Look, Callow, your people did a great job, but they're dead. And they couldn't have anticipated half the problems in Helios. Like the Scourge. If we don't adapt, we'll die too. Is that what you want their legacy to be?
Gutting a complex ship out in space isn't adapting. It's irresponsible and disrespectful.
The Tempest is ours now. She has to serve our mission first in whatever capacity we need. Gil, change whatever you have to.
I wonder, in time, will strangers be treating your achievements so carelessly?
Peace and quiet, finally. Thanks, Ryder.
Okay, show's over. Back to it.
Yeah? When's the last time you had a normal conversation? This is...
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
No. This is you trying to figure me out. Categorize my flaws. Put a label on me.
That isn't...
Everyone on this ship is an experiment to you. And I've got no interest in being a guinea pig.
Reduce the amount of time it takes to earn research points. sensible. Right, anything on the vid? No. What have you got to say now that we've met Turians?
I thought I hated the Ket before. Then we learned about exaltation. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
I was curious about you and Sid, being on your own from such a young age.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad fought all the time. I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whatever my dad did destroyed any chance of that.
Where was home? Palaven?
No, we'd already left Palaven by then. Whatever our dad was involved in meant we weren't welcome there. I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old. We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
How did he keep you and your sister afloat?
I was barely more than a kid myself, so lots of unskilled work. Construction jobs. No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would. Being up high, crawling under things. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into smuggling. Even more dangerous, but lucrative. We were never rich, but we got too comfortable.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
I take it you moved your stuff over from the Nexus?
Yeah, my squatter's paradise is all the more cluttered. What's up?
Is there more about Kalinda you want to share?
Back home, she was upper crust. An ambassador. Respected, living the high life, but miserable. Not built for royalty, she said. With her position, the initiative sought her out as a first contact specialist. First wave out of stasis. Kalinda was the one who got me thawed out early. I'm still grateful for that. But things went south soon. She hurt me. Pretty badly.
What happened?
Oh, let's not drum up that sob story. It's all water under the bridge.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Jal's not in there. And Cora's not in there. In the crew quarters.
Salty act. Pathfinder?
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Why is the Tempest up on a ramp?
Back again?
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Liam? You're working pretty hard.
All the time. Started young. Smart little kid. Got angry a lot. Side effect of giving a shit.
Looks like you're stressed. I don't want to add to it.
No, wait. It's just... When will Helios realize what it takes? They can't steal what people are. Hitting that facility on Vol should have united us. So I reached out, trying to get resources moving in a real way, bridge that gap like I did with Jar. I can't get permission coming or going. The Nexus, Aya, everyone is all, can't take risks with outsiders. I didn't come here so everyone could be goddamn outsiders.
You're taking on a lot, making all of Helios your problem.
It is our problem. We're not going back. We have to make it work. I wanted this. Everything new. But eventually, it has to be normal. I need something familiar. Can I show you something? Did you bring anything from the Milky Way?
One or two things, but the weight limits were real strict.
I know. That's why I made arrangements. It's a proper petrol burner. 20th century. British. From when that mattered. My whole family worked on it together, weekends. Like those are a thing in space. Know what we did? Friends in Hustle set us up good. They borrowed us to transport right before I went into cryo. And me and my father and mother loaded our car into it and pointed it at Andromeda.
It's a nice gesture, but you know you won't see it again.
Oh, it's a couple million years away at standard light. The important thing is, it's coming. And always will be. I don't know what that means.
We do what we do. Doesn't always have to make sense.
I'll probably screw it up, Pathfinder.
Join the club. The screw-up started 600 years ago.
Truth. This will be home. It has to be. I won't let being outsiders stop that.
So he built a car.
Pathfinder. Sorry if things got strange last time we talked. You're the first person I told about all that. It, felt really good.
Anything I can do for my team, Liam.
Stuff like that goes above and beyond Pathfinder. At least I hope so. Anyway, made me think we should do more just out and about. Off-ship. Like the market on Aya. I've got some contacts and some things I'd like your eyes on. But mostly, it's a day out. Something familiar. Turns out I need that.
Anything to say, love?
Everything all right?
Oh, yes. That would be unprofessional.
If you say so.
Ryder, do you think I'm uptight? No, never mind. Don't answer that. Let's just talk about something else.
I ran across another memory fragment. Dad made Sam for Mom, to cure her. I knew that was part of it, but...
You didn't know it was the driving force?
He gave up everything trying to save her.
You didn't realize how important his family was to him?
I guess not.
Maybe that's what he wanted you to see.
I saw another of Dad's memories. I was in this one. Scott too. We were home visiting. Dad told us about going through the Charon relay.
So you got your sense of exploration from your father?
Dad gave me a push, but I'm not here because of him.
Maybe not actively, but he had some influence.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
So that looks good to you? You lost me. There's always more to say and to learn, isn't there?
I want to learn more about your species.
What would you like to know?
How long have you had electromagnetic capabilities? How did they evolve?
No idea. Biology doesn't interest me, but I'm sure you can easily read up on it.
That's disappointing. No biology at all?
How do your eyeballs work?
An internal lens focuses an image onto the retina where it becomes electrical impulses that are deciphered by the brain.
You took my sarcasm as an invitation to show off. Pitiful.
The Angara seem so open and free with their feelings.
Are we? We're certainly not ashamed of our feelings. We're taught that feelings and beliefs should live on the outside, where they can be dealt with, honestly and openly.
Don't people get hurt?
Of course. Then everyone deals with it. That's the point.
How many colonies do you have? On what planets?
Since the Scourge, we've managed to survive on a small number of planets. What we know from before the Scourge is mostly oral history. We did have spaceflight, and the stories tell of 5 original colonies.
You studied with Moshe Sefa. Is she a teacher or a religious figure?
She's many things. She's a clear thinker with deep knowledge and insight. She teaches and inspires.
She's
beloved. I love her.
Really? So one of those professor-student things?
No, not that way. Moshe Sefa is 115 of your years old.
Is there a central Angaran religion?
There are many variations. An almanac could give you an accurate number. But if you are a believer, the essential tenet is, after we die, we are reincarnated. We evolve to make our families strong. Born from what was before. Blessed to be better than before.
Are you a believer?
No. Yes. Sometimes. I don't know if it's the same for humans. Sahuna, my true mother, is a firm believer.
Well, enough about that. Can you tell me more about the Ket occupation?
It's a difficult subject. I'll answer what I can. I may get emotional.
What's living under the Ket been like for you?
Do you really want to hear about these things? They're painful.
I asked, didn't I?
It's like living on unstable ground. Every day brings more horrible news. I part company with someone not knowing if I'll ever see them again. When I was a boy, my father vanished from my life. One horrible day.
Was he in the Resistance?
No. He was a technician at a mine. He went to work and didn't come home. That happens for an Angara child somewhere. Every single day.
When the Ket came, why didn't you fight?
They didn't give us a reason to. Until they did. Then it was too late. Perhaps you think we were weak. But the Ket are ruthless. They are masters at knowing exactly when and how to strike.
I get that, believe me. Have the Ket always been here?
No. Some, like the Moshai, are old enough to remember the time before the Ket. But I don't. Nor do my mothers.
And the Archon came with them?
We think so. Resistance intel on that is unclear, and few have seen him in person.
And lived to tell?
And lived to tell.
Well, enough about that. Do you have a mate? A partner?
I don't. Not for a long time.
Not for a long time.
I fell in love with a girl once. Aliyah. We were young. I was young. It was my first vassal on Aya. We worked on the same farm. She was a little older. A researcher. I can still hear her laugh. And see her eyes. She kissed me, and I was hers. Thrilled and seduced.
I have a bad feeling about this.
My older brother came to Aya. He was already famous in the Resistance.
Where is Aliyah now? Did she and your brother work out?
They came back to Haval, and she joined our family. She became one of the mothers.
You have to see her every day?
No. They were taken by the Ket. Their children survived.
Well, enough about that. Can I ask you a few more questions?
Of course. If I can answer them, I will.
Did you always want to be a fighter? Did you study anything particular in school?
No. I don't like to talk about it. But I'm not a fighter. Not really. The Ket occupation creates chaos. So our education is chaotic. I'm not really anything. But that's an excuse. The truth is, I don't know what I want. Yet. For my life. At my age. I hope being here will inspire me.
Well, at least we got out of trying to date him.
Can you tell me about your family? Assuming you have one.
Sit down. This will take time. Is someone bringing us snacks and drinks?
Whoa, your family's that big?
I have one true mother, Sahuna. And more than 5 additional mothers. And many, many, many siblings. And cousins. All raised together. Our families constantly change and evolve. Relationships come and they go. My father is gone. Taken. Or killed. By the Ket. We never found his body.
I'm sorry about that, Jal. I understand. I just lost my dad.
Something in common between aliens, then. We are fatherless. Yet we fight on. Anything else you want to ask?
Do Angara plan their futures? Do you dream about what you want to accomplish?
You put plan and dream in the same question.
Yeah.
Oh. I see. You meant to do that. Angara thirst for now. We don't strive to make the future better. We strive because the present is lacking.
Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
No need to talk to him for a while then.
Hello, Sarah.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Right. So go back. Contact Alison from Havarm. So, since we're at Havarm, let's see if we can talk to her. No.
I'm going to do it. I've run all the tests. It's non-toxic. If we're going to live here, someone has to take the plunge and actually try to eat things.
Dr. Tapero, please do something.
Don't do it, Suvi.
You told on me. I thought we were friends. You, sir, are uninvited from all my parties. How's it going?
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Now I know that there is a request to meet people on Aya. But we've got new memories. Just trying to get onto the Nexus, and then I'm going to stop for the evening. I've had a couple of hours now, done another planet, more or less. So maybe when I play next, I might actually move on and do some more of the main storyline. So, save game. good night.